A Powell teen is struggling to recover after an unexplained brain injury. Connor Hurst was 16 years old when his family found him unresponsive in his bed, and they say a lack of resources in our area is making it more difficult to get him the long-term care he needs.
He likes young boy.
It's the simple pleasures these days.
Actually, secretly found out he likes Jelly Roll and country music, but don't tell his friends.
That keep Connor and his family upbeat.
Was there like a little baby or something? Is there a little baby? Yeah.
After an unexplained brain injury left Connor paralyzed. Even communicating is more difficult.
Because his brain knows what to do, but it's those messages just are not, they're interrupted to the body.
In 2023, Connor was asleep in his room when he started having a seizure. His family had to pry open his door to get inside.
All I could see was his feet, and his legs were both shaking. He had some foam coming out of his mouth. He was unresponsive.
By the time paramedics arrived, Connor went into cardiac arrest. He coded twice on the way to the hospital.
The EMT told me it was a stroke, which kind of blew my mind because I'm thinking, how does a healthy 16-year-old boy have a stroke?
Connor spent the next 30 days on a ventilator and 2 months in the ICU.
We did know that Connor did vape. That's honestly the only thing that we can kind of make sense because there was no brain bleed, no anything else that could have possibly been why he had the brain injury.
But doctors say there's no direct link, and they still can't explain why it happened.
Up and down, up and down.
Connor now goes to speech and physical therapy every week, but his family says finding other resources in Knoxville is challenging. Every month, they drive to Chattanooga so Connor can get Botox to relieve muscle tightness and his baclofen pump adjusted, something only a specialist can do.
There's a real lack of physical medicine rehabilitation as an outpatient care.
Dr. David Bauer sees dozens of patients from the Knoxville area at Siskin Inpatient Rehabilitation in Chattanooga. He says there aren't enough providers in the area that offer long-term treatment for patients with brain injuries.
Part of the problem is that when you're in the rehab hospital, it's early on, and this problem of spasticity and muscle tightness generally develops within a few months of the injury. These things I'm talking about are done as outpatient, and you need physicians to do them. It is not just a quality of life issue, but it is a health issue too.
You know, you can go get Botox at 200 doctor's offices for your wrinkles, but somebody needs it because their muscles are so tight and spastic and the tone, and they can't get it. You know, it's just kind of sad. 2010?
Connor hasn't been back to his room since his seizure. There's no way for him to get up the stairs.
A stair lift, the cheapest quote we got was $14,000.
The living room has become his makeshift bedroom, but that will have to make do as Jamie and her family navigate this new way of living.
You never think about something happening to your child that they could still be alive, but a totally different version of the child that you knew.
Now, Connor is set to have surgery soon on his tendons that'll help with some of the muscle tightness. Until then, he's just going to have to keep traveling to Chattanooga to see Dr. Bowers because, as he said, we just don't really have any physicians in our area that can offer these kind of treatments for patients with brain injuries.
Just to think that his mother put her son to bed the night before and he wakes up a completely different person.
I know. It's their new reality.
Well, great story, Heather. Thank you for shedding light.